Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Dustin, board certified dermatologist, and today we're going to cover the best alternatives to retinol that you can use in your skincare routine. I love retinol and every dermatologist seems to recommend it. It's all over online and everybody has their own opinion about which is the best retinol. But the fact is that retinol doesn't work for everyone because it does carry the risk of irritation. I used retinol all throughout my dermatology residency. I was using a brand name prescription called Azelaic. It's considered one of the strongest, and over time it just became too irritating for my skin. And so now I most commonly use over-the-counter retinols that just aren't quite as potent. But if you can't even tolerate those over-the-counter retinols, what can you use? Or what happens if you're pregnant and it's recommended that you don't use retinol during pregnancy? What are some safe alternatives that you can use? We're gonna break it down on the channel today, and I'm gonna have links to some of the specific products that we mentioned down in the video description so that you can find an alternative that might work best for you. Now, when it comes to retinol, the way that it works is it helps to normalize your skin maturation, the way that it grows from the stem cell layer up to the top and falls off as dead skin cells. It does a number of things to help boost collagen as well, but essentially it helps those skin cells not to stick together and plug up your pores, which could lead to acne. The building of collagen can also help to limit the development of fine lines and wrinkles, and retinol has been known to help decrease the appearance of dark spots over time. So if you want to have some of those same benefits but you can't tolerate retinol, the first product category that you might consider using is Bakuchiol. Bakuchiol is a botanical plant derivative that has many of the same features of retinol in that it can help to limit the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and may help with unwanted discoloration. Many people have referred to Bakuchiol as nature's retinol, but it is important to know that it does not work the same way that retinol does. The process where a retinol tells your skin cells to mature normally and to stimulate collagen production is a very specific pathway inside those skin cells, and Bakuchiol just doesn't hit the same pathway. It is much less potent, but therefore it's often less irritating, and it is considered to be safe in pregnancy. Here's a few of my favorite Bakuchiol treatments that you can get over the counter if you're not going to be using a retinol. The first is the Dream Booster from Beekman 1802. I really like this product because all of the Beekman products are formulated specifically for those with sensitive skin. And this can also be put directly on the skin, or you can use it in combination with their Bloom Cream. The Bloom Cream is their moisturizer where you pump top this moisturizer and you drop the Bakuchiol right in the center of that moisturizer. You can mix it together and then apply that directly to the skin. I really like the Beekman products, and the Dream Booster is a great addition to anybody's skincare routine with sensitive skin. The next product is from the Inky List. The Bakuchiol Moisturizer is a retinol alternative, and it works really well, but also the Inky List always comes in at a great price point. So if you don't want to spend a ton of money, the Inky List really gives you a good option to start to incorporate Bakuchiol into your skincare routine. And the last product is the Bakuchiol Oil Blend for dry skin from Good Molecules. Good Molecules is another brand that makes a lot of great products, and they're always available at a great price point. So you can pick the one that seems to work best for you. Whether it's a serum, you can use that with a moisturizer. Whether it's a lotion if you want a hydration, or you want an oil if you have really dry skin. There's plenty of options available to find one that works well for you. Next up in our list of retinol alternatives is going to be glycolic acid. Glycolic acid is an alpha hydroxy acid, and it works by exfoliating the top layer of dead skin cells. That can help to open up your pores and give you a little natural cell turnover. It helps to improve the radiance of your skin because you're exfoliating some of those dead skin cells. As I mentioned, Bakuchiol is really good for those with sensitive skin, but glycolic acid can cause a little bit more irritation, especially when you start to get to higher percentages. So that's just something to be aware of, that you want to be cautious when using glycolic acid. You're probably going to tolerate lower percentages just fine. First in the lineup of glycolic acid products is going to be Paula's Choice. They have a 10% solution that's going to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, but is really good for exfoliating the skin. Paula's Choice also has an AHA-BHA combination and a body lotion with glycolic acid, so there's a wide range of products available from Paula's Choice, and again, find the one that will work well for you. The Inky List also has a glycolic acid toner, so again, that's going to come in at a really great price point compared to Paula's Choice, for example. Still not terribly expensive, but you are going to save money by going with the Inky List. The last retinol alternative that we're going to discuss is azelaic acid. I think this is overall an underrated product or ingredient that a lot of people could be using in their skincare routine because it has both antibiotic and anti-inflammatory properties. This is considered a dicarboxylic acid, and that means that it can help with antibacterial properties, it can help with pigmentation issues, and it is effective in both acne, rosacea, and sometimes even seborrheic dermatitis. Azelaic acid does tend to be well tolerated, but again, when you get to higher percentages, you might notice a little bit of stinging or burning early with its use, but you tend to get used to that, and it usually goes away if you put on a moisturizer afterwards. It just, for me personally, does cause a little bit of stinging when I use something like a 15% azelaic acid. That's usually available only by prescription. At 10%, which is what you find over the counter in most products, you don't tend to experience that quite as much. We're kind of hitting in the same product categories again because these companies have made a wide range of retinol alternatives available. Again, we have the Inky List and the Ordinary. They both have a product with azelaic acid that gives you a nice retinol alternative. And of course, Paula's Choice has a 10% azelaic acid booster, and so you can try any of these, but when you're looking for a retinol alternative, I wouldn't try products from every one of these categories that we've talked about today, because again, you're gonna risk irritation with that. Pick one of these 3 product categories and get started with it and see how you do. Azelaic acid is also considered safe in pregnancy, so if you are trying to treat acne and you happen to be pregnant and you can't use retinol, azelaic acid is an excellent alternative. Every one of the products we've talked about today is going to have a little bit different instructions on their product label on how to use it, because we talked about some that are serums, some that are lotions, some that are oils. So you just need to follow the instructions on the bottle. Typically, these are going to be used 1 time a day. If you're using one of the higher strength glycolic acid solutions, you may only use that 2 to 3 times a week as you start to get used to it. Ultimately, the goal of all of these products is to help you control fine lines and wrinkles, pigmentation, build collagen, and in some circumstances, help to control your acne. As with retinol or any of these retinol alternatives, there may be a risk of increasing your sensitivity to the sun, so that is something to be aware of. If you're using these products either morning or evening, you need to be wearing a sunscreen during the day in order to properly protect your skin. If you're not sure which of these alternatives might be best for you, you can always consult with a board-certified dermatologist. There's a link in the video description how to find a dermatologist near you. And if you're looking for more in-depth information on how to treat acne, we've got a whole series coming on the channel to help you break down all of the different types of acne and my favorite treatments that you can get over the counter. So hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and we will be able to notify you whenever some of these videos are coming out. Some are on the channel already, so be sure to check them out. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.